I think it's pretty safe to say that one of the most mysterious characters based within the sequel trilogy has got to be the character of Supreme Leader Snoke. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one thing that a lot of people are really interested in is, of course, exactly how J.J. Abrams is going to change our perception on both The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens for some of the main characters like Luke, Snoke, Kylo Ren, Rey, and a whole lot more in this story. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do with a big secret for the character of Supreme Leader Snoke and involves Kylo Ren. Specifically, a description of Kylo Ren inside of an abandoned base that once belonged to the First Order. It's described that this stored many of his belongings in the old base that once belonged to Snoke and was meant to become the headquarters before deciding to go mobile. The next goes over Kylo entering a vault discovering dozens of Sith artifacts and relics that once belonged to Snoke. The next goes over Kylo playing a hologram of Snoke with a hood over his head. It said that Snoke is revealing secrets of the Beyond and the power it holds. It said that Kylo discovers a route to the Beyond in Snoke's vault. In the form of a hologram, the map appears to have a dip that goes below the galaxy, as if it's shaped like a cone. Another goes over Kylo holding a holocron that is said to be a holocron that once belonged to Snoke's master. It's implied that this is the base that would become the new First Order headquarters led by Kylo Ren in Episode 9. So I want to go over a couple of parts about this that are getting me very intrigued when it comes to the Beyond, Snoke, Kylo Ren, and Sith lore in this story. So we do know that J.J. Abrams is really trying to go all out with this movie in order to end the Skywalker saga on a real good note and in order to satisfy a majority of fans around the world. So first things first, I want to go over Supreme Leader Snoke and the abandoned base. Now, you guys may recall from reading a lot of the books out there, in case you guys didn't, let me fill you in real quick, is that originally they did actually have plans to make a base for the First Order headquarters on an actual planet, where Snoke actually then decided to want to go mobile, in the form of course, that big ship that we saw in The Last Jedi, which is Snoke's Supremacy. So what's really intriguing to me is Kylo somehow, someway finds the abandoned headquarters of the First Order and finds a lot of belongings to that of Supreme Leader Snoke inside, some of which are relics that once belonged to his own master, as well as other relics that once belonged to ancient Sith Lords, as well as a message by Snoke discussing and talking about the Beyond and showing a map of the galaxy where the Beyond actually shows a dip that goes below the galaxy in the shape of a cone. So what's really intriguing to me, and I've been talking about the Beyond for quite a long time now, I honestly do believe it's either A, the unknown regions, or B, a different dimension or a different realm of some kind, where basically you go into a different verse of some sort, something like that. So we do know that J.J. Abrams is all for ideas like that. Now, with Snoke actually having a lot of secrets stored in the abandoned base that once belonged to the First Order before he created the Supremacy ship and used that as the headquarters. What's really interesting to me, though, is exactly how Kylo Ren comes across the abandoned base that was supposed to be the headquarters of the First Order during Snoke's rule. Now that Kylo Ren is, of course, the new Supreme Leader, it seems as though that he's going to make that base the new one in Episode 9. So what really does intrigue me is that Snoke actually knows about the Beyond. You guys may recall that he specifically put his supremacy in the unknown regions for a certain reason. Number one was to hide from the Resistance by keeping it next to a couple of stars, and the solar radiation would hide his destination. And number two is a secret reason that we currently really don't know about. And there's another reason as to why he stayed in the unknown regions. Now, there's a lot going on in the unknown regions, and we do know that the unknown regions will be a part in Episode 9. To a certain level, at least. Now, the Beyond could have something to do with that region of the galaxy, And now we do know that that character, the new villain, codenamed and/or named Avril, actually knows about the Beyond slightly and how it has origins of the dark side of the Force and can make an actual user more powerful than ever before. So, about the character of Snoke, it really seems as though that JJ is trying to dive into his backstory a little bit here and there, and as well as Snoke's master, little tidbits of that Sith relics that once belonged to Snoke's master we have been learning about more and more these past couple of days or so. So what's really interesting to me is exactly how JJ is going to utilize the Beyond. Whether it's in the unknown regions or not, exactly how is it going to serve the characters in this story, and is it really going to be something revolutionary? It really does seem so, because we've never been to the unknown regions in the actual movies. And number two, alright, the Beyond could be something else entirely new that we have never seen before in a Star Wars actual movie or animated TV series. This could be something on the level of the Worlds Between Worlds for all we know. Anyways guys, drop a comment below, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon we